We're called neons, sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Fast-paced action is harder to create than one would think. There has to be a balance between feeling fast and being able to comprehend your goal and what you are actually doing. Speedrunning games that are already fast is another totally different beast. Neon White encompasses these theories and delivers an accelerated and thrilling style of play, while also telling an interesting story of existentialism and different views of religion and life.
Okay, let's keep it going.
You wake up as White in a stellar, unbelievable plane of existence. Turns out you died and you have no memory of what happened. You were brought from hell by angel-like beings to participate in a competition to slay demons for the chance to ascend into heaven. White carries a sword and seems to be an assassin of some sort, so killing the demons is no problem. It's not until White runs into people that he knew in his past life when the real issues surface. As White, you must platform through different areas of this heavenly landscape and destroy demons with a variety of weapons to rise in the ranks, while dealing with basic social norms of other undead acquaintances.
Neons, rejoice, for you've arrived in glorious heaven!
The gameplay of Neon White can be compared to Mirror's Edge and something privy to the anime inflections of Persona in terms of the type of conversations you will be having, which is a lot. You are stationed in a top-down hub area where you are free to go to different places like the church, a bar, or your apartment and have conversations with different people, give gifts to unlock more dialogue or extra missions, or to continue your mission of defeating demons. When actually playing your missions, the game plays out like a first-person action platformer. You have different weapons within cards that you pick up, in which you can only carry 2 types at a time. You are then tasked to make it to the end of the level under different regulations, mostly killing all the demons within the level. Cards have 2 functions. Their primary functions are to shoot and defeat demons, and their secondary functions are mostly mobility related. For example, the pistol shoots at a medium rate and does minimal damage, and when you discard it, you can double jump. The rifle shoots slower but does more damage, and when you discard it, you zip forward super fast, which lets you defeat enemies faster and break down doors. Seems easy enough until you get more cards, different enemy varieties that do different things, and different environmental puzzles. Carrying only 2 types of cards at a time is part of the puzzles as well. Shuffling and methodically discarding your cards and arranging how you go through a level is fun and encourages multiple playthroughs. Everything is introduced to you comfortably, so you get the hang of how a particular card or enemy can be utilized properly to get through the level as fast as you can. Going through the levels at different set times nets you different types of medals or trophies. The better the time, the better the medal, the higher the rank you are, the more missions you could go on, the further in the story you can continue. How the game is set up and how short the levels are makes you want to immediately replay the level to get a better time anyway, so progressing the story will be no problem. A lot of the levels can be completed within 20 to 40 seconds when done correctly. Getting good times also unlocks gifts that you can find within the level to give to people back at the hub to unlock some funny dialogue that increases their personality or may reveal more of their drive or desires. Getting these gifts is a whole other obstacle course because they are placed in hidden areas of the level that you have to use your weapons and abilities in different ways to reach. By getting good times and levels, you can also unlock the speedrunning leaderboard for that level and a hint to see how to get past a certain part of the level faster.
Hey, remember how we used to crack open some cold ones after a tough day?
No. Sorry, I don't. Sounds like it was chill though.
Dialogue in this game is phenomenal. I've seen some people dismiss it for being cringy or annoying, but I honestly don't see that at all. You get some down-to-earth conversations about how characters feel and what the meaning of life is, that sometimes they might ramble on about being emo, D&D, or what food grosses them out. It's all good fun and it's incredibly entertaining. It's all entertaining enough that I never continued past the level until I found a gift, so I know next time I'm in the hub area, I could listen to some great conversations. It wouldn't be as amazing if it wasn't for the voice acting either. Excellent and funny dialogue with fantastic voice acting makes you look forward to the non-gameplay portions of the game just as much as playing through the game. The twists and multiple avenues the game takes you down with these characters is interesting and attention-grabbing all the way up until the end.
Huh? What's all this commotion about?
It's Pina Colada Day at the pool.
So?
Heaven's pina coladas are to die for.
We'll see about that.
Neon White's music is beautifully crafted and imitates the dramatic dreamlike state the game plays in. Synth beats bump and make your head bob while you are dashing through the distilled highways of heaven. The dance electronic style of music blends so well with the type of game this is. The music sort of glides, and the marriage between the movement of the character and the melody playing almost feels like it's lifting and carrying the character throughout the level. I only ran into a couple of problems. While playing this on the Switch, I ran into a few moments where slowdown occurred. You can imagine the annoyingness of a game where the intended purpose is to finish as fast as possible, and the game slows down and the only problem is the limitations of the hardware you are playing on. It wasn't often, but it was there. I also accidentally unlocked a final memory with a character in White's journal somehow. You get memories with other characters by giving them gifts, and then you unlock that cutscene to play whenever you want, back in White's room in his journal. For some reason, I was randomly looking at these near the beginning of the game, and came across this particular cutscene in the journal. Confused, I exited out of the journal and went back in, and it wasn't there. I then later unlocked it at the end of the game like I was supposed to. Nothing of significance was spoiled for me though, but if it's possible to accidentally unlock other cutscenes, then that may be a problem. Playing Neon White on a platform like the PS5 is probably the way to go. Having a high frame rate makes the precision platforming much more enjoyable. Neon White accomplishes what it sets out to do. The music slaps incredibly hard and increases the vibe of playing through the levels at a fast pace. The game effortlessly increases in challenge, but allows you to experiment in different ways to use your abilities and the environment to complete a stage. The story is engaging and intriguing with great voice work and appealing characters. The only thing that sort of stinks is that the hub is point and click, and I was so enveloped in the world that I wanted to fully explore it, which is more of a testament of how well the game is made than anything. I also feel like there could have been more inventive ways to use your weapons and abilities, but I feel that's not really a problem or a nitpick, that's just me wanting to play more of the game. Neon White was a big surprise for me that came out of nowhere and is incredibly addicting. I was upset when it ended, but it has a lot of replay value. If you haven't played it, put it on your must-play list for this year. I hope there's a sequel or another installment so I can have more fun sifting and speeding through heaven like Utopias. I give Neon White a 9 out of 10.